Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything as long as it's interesting to us.
Well, yeah, because if it's not interesting to us, why should you care?
That's right.
This is a little weird. I'm used to there being two boxes here.
No, not tonight. Not tonight. 2 boxes down. We go on one screen.
That's right. We're physically located in the same place.
For the first time in a little while. It's been a while.
Since KaboomCon.
Yeah, KaboomCon was the last time.
Yeah, it's been 7-ish months. So, yeah, we doing things up here in Vegas.
Yeah.
I got into town about 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. And then we headed out a little afternoon. Went down to the convention center, took the loop.
Tesla loop, underground.
That was kind of cool.
Boring company.
And then found out that we had to pay just to go into the superstore, and that was a little disappointing. But
yeah. The plan was to go to the convention center to hopefully go to the WWE Superstore, buy some WrestleMania stuff.
Yeah.
But no, you actually have to pay to get into the Fan Expo, or what do they call it? WWE World.
Yeah.
So you got to pay, what was it? $55 to get in. And that's not even to buy stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, my whole thing is that at some point, if you're going to charge me $55 to get in this place, right? And all I want, give me a $55 credit or something, you know what I'm saying?
Or maybe not even 55, but give me $20,
$40,
40,
yeah.
something.
Just says, because literally that's all I didn't care about all the other stuff. All I wanted to do was literally go to the store. That's it.
Yes, literally, that's all he wanted to do. Not figuratively, to be clear. You like to use that word.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, we got there. I've never been to the Las Vegas Convention Center, so we parked where there was Tesla charging, so I could charge my car. And yeah, we fortunately, where the event was happening was far enough away that we hopped in the Tesla loop, went underground.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. That was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie.
I was surprised you didn't know about it.
No, I'd seen something about they had at the auto show or something a number of years ago. That's when they had the just you could jump into a Tesla and it would self-driving around the little, they had a little track that was driving around. I didn't really know anything about the underground stuff. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yes, we took that over to the western area of the convention center. Yeah. And I didn't waste my time even trying to go inside because my gut was it.
Right. I literally, not literally, whatever. I walked in and there was a young woman that had a WrestleMania t-shirt on. So I asked her, I was just like, yo, I just want to go to the store. Do I have to pay? She was like, yeah, you have to have tickets to go in. And I was like, no, I'm just saying, I just want to go to the store. I don't. Yeah. She was like, no, you have to buy a ticket. So that's when I looked online just to see how much. Apparently they were $90. They dropped down to $55, or
wasn't it $90 for all 3 days or something?
No, see, and that's the thing. And it's not even 3 days. It's today. It was today,
Thursday.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Oh, 5 days.
So it's 5 days, and for 5-day pass or whatever, it was like $300 and something. I was like, why? The only reason I'd even come back. The only reason I'd even ever be coming back is if there was a specific star, specific superstar that I wanted to see on a specific day.
We got Tyrus checking in. That sucks. I didn't pay to enter Convention Center in San Jose. Yeah, well, that was before they started doing WWE World. Yeah, you're talking about a decade ago.
Well, yeah, and for that when we went.
We went to SummerSlam 2 years ago.
Right, we were working the stuff for WrestleMania prior to going down because we were working at FedEx at the time, and so we went down there just to help out with some of the shipping stuff that they had going on there, and then we were able to go. I don't know if we went.
There was no charge.
There was no charge. Yeah, we just were able to walk in. We were able to go into the store, grab some stuff, and then we were able to come out, and it was easy. And even SummerSlam, they had it over at the convention center over
MGM.
there. Is it MGM or Mandalay Bay?
It was MGM.
One of those two. Anyways, and then MGM had a little store, and we were able to buy some stuff there.
Yeah, this whole I heard some people talking about it today, and I don't know if it's true. It probably is, but it has to do with TKO, and they're trying to make everything you got to pay to get in, and it's like
That's not right.
You're gonna make me pay to get in, and then you're gonna make me pay when I want to buy stuff, and then you're gonna also make me pay for signatures and photos and crap with people. Like, come on.
There's a whole thing. There's just it's about serving the fans,
Well, that's what I thought it was supposed to be. Tyler says, "I'm gonna need that IC Sound shirt in black."
Yeah. This is the we showed it off a little bit earlier, but this is the new IC Sound polo in white. We got the IC Sound, I guess, wording
yes
on the sleeve here. So yeah, no, this is I got some other shirts. I'll be wearing them over the next couple weeks just to try them on and everything, make sure they look good.
Over the next couple weeks? What the hell are you talking about? Over the next couple days?
Well, I'll be wearing some this week, yeah. But anyway, yeah, no. So that was kind of a bummer. So I just think they need to get back to like have the experience, and that's fine. But I think the store needs to be separate so that if people just want to go purchase items, they can prior to the event. Yeah, I would. Like there's a likelihood that. I always think that there's going to be at least maybe some shirts that they might not have at the event. Like, for example, I wouldn't have bought the shirt anyways, but a number of years ago, they had the McMahon shirt.
Yeah, they wouldn't have.
No, not anymore. But they had the McMahon shirt with the coins and stuff for SummerSlam a number of years ago. You remember that shirt?
Oh, yeah.
He was sitting at like a gambling table at a I think it was like a blackjack poker table, whatever. But that was a shirt that they only had at the arena. Actually, they didn't have that shirt at the stores that we went to. So I was thinking, okay, I know they're not going to have that shirt anymore. But if are there shirts that they're going to have in the store that I might not be able to buy because I'm not going to be going to WrestleMania, but I'm going to be going to Raw. I'm going to be going to SmackDown. I'm going to be going to NXT. Are they just going to have shirts specifically for those shows, or are they going to have other shirts? Like, I do know these events being at T-Mobile, they have outside well, at least the couple of things that I've gone to over there recently, they've had outside concessions for selling shirts and merchandise and stuff like that, as well as they've had inside. Now, the stuff inside has pretty much been the same as the stuff outside, but the inside one had maybe a couple things more. So
are you saying you might want to go over to Allegiant Saturday night to see if they're selling stuff outside, or?
I don't think they're going to be. I don't know if they'll be selling anything outside. I'm just hoping that the couple shirts that I do want, I'm hoping that they have them. I'm hoping they have them at SmackDown tomorrow night. Or at least, something along those lines. I just, it's a little disappointing.
Yeah. So then what did we do next? Where did we go?
Oh, yeah.
Before we are live.
Oh, yes.
We are interactive.
Yeah.
So it is April 17th, 2025. 8:11 p.m. Pacific left coast.
We better. Coast. I'm getting thirsty.
What do we got something to drink tonight?
We do. We have a couple things to drink. Might as well start off. I bought these the other day because I knew he was coming into town. Hold on, sorry. Let me turn this light down. Bam. That's a little bit better. No, it's not. Just to turn that off. Anyways, if you can see that French Toast Stout. This was at Corey's, the same place that I got the beers for the. For my Podmas, once I ran out of the beers that came in the original Advent calendar. So this says with maple syrup, cinnamon, vanilla, and milk sugar. I've never heard
rotate gently to mix.
I've never heard of milk sugar.
Rotate gently to mix. How many times?
I don't know. Just do it like
three.
Yeah, a couple times. Like that. It
says dialed in beer.
Yeah. canned by Weldworks Brewing Company. And they're
out of Colorado.
Colorado. Milk stout with natural flavors. Please recycle.
Please recycle. Please, if you could.
French toast. Keep cold. Drink now. Dialed in beer. Let's see what we got right here.
Who's checking in?
Jenny's checking in. Is milk sugar lactose? I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
About to, yeah.
If you start blowing out the toilet tonight, just keep it in your own, please.
Yeah, milk sugar. Isn't that Mark's stripper name?
Yes.
Gross.
Yes, it is indeed.
Gross.
So, are you trying it first? Am I trying it first? Or are we going to go at the same time?
Same time, man.
All right.
Just pop these open.
Give it a little crack.
Crackety crack. All right, hold up. Watch out, James. Let's see. Cheers.
Lime.
Definitely a stout.
Yeah, it's for sure stout, but I'm not
getting that.
I'm not
getting those other flavors.
Yeah, at all. I mean, there's a very subtle hint on the tip of my tongue of maple syrup. I'm not really getting cinnamon. Maybe a little bit of vanilla.
Yeah.
This is I mean, it's not bad. It's just it doesn't taste like what I would have.
Yeah, I was hoping it would hoping it would taste like. Maybe I didn't rotate it enough or something.
And Jenny sent us a message. What is milk sugar in beer? And it says, in beer, milk sugar refers to lactose, a natural sugar found in milk. Lactose is added to beer, particularly in styles like milk stouts and milkshake IPAs, to add sweetness and a fuller, creamier body. Unlike other sugars used in brewing, lactose is not easily fermented by standard beer yeast, meaning it remains in the finished beer and contributes to its overall flavor profile. So have fun in the toilet tonight.
Well, we'll see what happens because,
Is your lady friend going to be around? Because maybe she'll get to enjoy you blowing out the toilet.
No, but we'll see. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say anything about whatever. Anyway, we're going to find out.
So,
we went over to...
Yeah, where did we go next?
We went over to Twisted Sourdough Company, which if you might have seen, well, at least I know I've seen some Instagram posts, some YouTube shorts, people going around town and trying different things, and I saw this on there. They are the ones with they have a mozzarella stick that's like a foot long, or I think it might be bigger. Might be bigger.
It's pretty big.
And it's a lot of cheese and a lot of breading. We didn't get that, but they just came out with a twisted meatball or meatball twist, which is 4 homemade meatballs.
So they grab you by the sack.
There are 4 meatballs that are made in house at the sourdough at the Twisted Sourdough Company, and they have sourdough in between, have sprinkled with cheese, and as well as their oil, their, I guess, garlic oil, something like that. I don't know. He told me yesterday and I kind of forgot, but yeah, no. And that was actually had that. And that was really good, as well as I had the what was it? The Philly cheesesteak pizza cone, which was also pretty good. And then Mark got the baked mac and cheese.
Yeah, and that was okay.
And
it was good. Like but
yeah,
it wasn't like anything special.
Right.
And I also had a pizza cone of.
It was he thought it was chicken Alfredo, but it was just Alfredo.
And I thought I said chicken Alfredo, which means because they do have chicken Alfredo, where it basically is a waffle cone, or not a waffle cone, a sourdough pizza cone with like some pasta and like angel hair pasta in it with Alfredo sauce, and then they add chicken. But and we got charged properly, so I can't complain.
Yeah,
but it was just It was just the sauce and pasta. It was good.
Yeah.
But again, like I've seen a lot of people posting about this place on the interwebs, and that's part of why I wanted to go check it out.
Well, and that's the thing. I saw it and I was like, oh, you know what? I've heard about this place.
Mhm.
And like I saw it yesterday when I went to go when I went over that direction. And so I was like, oh, let me stop in. And I knew, I was like, oh, and then I'll come. I told him I'll be back. And we came back today. And it was good. It was fine. Like
The prices were fair.
Yeah, it's not horribly priced and everything else, but like, yeah, I mean, I'll go back for sure, but it won't be like tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something where I'm like, I need to go back there on this trip.
Right. But it wasn't, yeah. But no, but honestly, but at the same time, it was I think maybe I hyped it up a little too much in my mind because of the videos.
Yeah, I agree. And the finished product that we got didn't look anywhere close to what I was expecting based on what I've seen in some of the videos.
Yeah, I think, and what it could have been too is that when they, they're making it for a they like somebody probably said, hey, we want to, record this or whatever.
Nah,
I don't know.
I mean, you might not be wrong, but it shouldn't be that way.
No, I don't. No, it shouldn't be that way. But like, if you think about when they're making stuff for, I mean, the stuff for like the pictures that we see at McDonald's and stuff.
Yes, it's one thing if it's their own marketing, but
right, these are other people outside. So
yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, they could be just, but they might be like, oh, like I've seen them online or whatever. So like, make sure you make it real, make it look real nice or whatever.
Maybe
and I mean,
they just don't know the Fat and Black connection.
But at the same time, I think like it didn't take, like, the pizza cones came out fairly quickly.
Hot.
They were hot, yeah, and they were, and
the cones themselves tasted delicious.
Yeah, the sourdough is amazing.
I'd almost be down to go just buy some of those.
and like I said, they had it, and the fillings went all the way to the bottom, so it wasn't like it just stops.
Yeah, and
then it's just bread. No, like I had the Philly cheesesteak, and I still had like the Philly cheesesteaks, like the steak down in the bottom of the cone.
Yeah,
so like it's it was very delicious in that sense. Like the meatball, the twisted meatball or meatballs twisted or whatever it was, that was actually pretty darn good with the marinara sauce. I remember when after I took my first bite of it, after dipping it in the marinara sauce, like kind of burnt my tongue a little bit, not too bad, but I was like, ooh, that's hot. And there was steam coming off the marinara. So, It's fresh. So, I mean, overall, I mean, like, I can't go as high as giving it like I'd give it a solid 6.5.
6.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I would say that's fair. I think, quality wise, it was good. I'd give it, just from a quality perspective, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
From a price perspective, I'd give it a 7 or 8 because I think the value was there.
No, absolutely. And it's not, they're not small portion. It's not a small portion at all.
No. So I think, for me, I would give it higher. I'd probably give it a 7.5. But again, there I think is a misconception that's presented by some of these videos online.
It made it look like the cone was bigger.
Yeah, like it's overflowing.
It threw me
almost
off.
Like I thought I was going to need a fork or something.
It did throw me off when I saw, like, because I've seen ones, maybe they decided to scale it down, because the machine that I saw, the machine that they basically send it through, it was a lot smaller than I thought it was. When I saw it yesterday, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. But still, when the cones came out, they were decent sized.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I would say if you're in the area and you want to try something unique, a sourdough pizza cone, it is unique. I don't know where else you can get that.
No.
So, I mean, from that perspective, it is a unique food experience, but just don't be expected to be like amazing.
Yeah.
It was good. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to, I think a $5 beer was a fair price.
Yeah, that's the cheapest beer in town, bro.
Yeah, I will say, don't waste your time on the mac and cheese, because it's just it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, next time I go back, I definitely want to try. I'll try something different. Like, I've had the cone now. Maybe I'll try a cone again, but maybe have something else on the side, whatever.
Yeah. And then we did some driving around. Oh no! Then we went over. So in that same complex, there was a store. What was it called? The Claw or something?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "What the hell is that?"
And I was like, basically, it's nothing but claw machines.
And I said, "Well, let's go check it out."
I really enjoyed, what is that?
Cornish Pastry Company.
You should check it out.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's is that over near Fremont Street, Tyrus? I think that's over that way.
Well, look it up and maybe we go over there tomorrow. But I know Jeff wants us to go to Dirt Dog because that sounds yummy.
It's actually it sounds gross, but it's actually pretty. They're hot dogs. They're like they do specialty hot dogs basically.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not a specialty dog kind of person.
Oh, that's right. You don't want the.
I just want the dog with cheese, unless they do something where it's like covered in lobster meat or something. Then
no, they do. They have ones like they have like elote.
Yes, man. See, I don't need all the
elote fries. Elote fries, things like that.
I don't need all that kind of fancy crap. And Daryl's checking in. Hey, Daryl. He says it's in the Arts District.
Yeah, that's basically Fremont Street too.
So speaking of Daryl, he was supposed to actually come down to join us tomorrow, and he backed out on us.
No, but he told me why, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Sucks that you're having those problems, but
yeah,
maybe.
Well, when you get older, things just start failing on you.
Like your vehicle.
So we went to this place called the Claw, which was a series of like claw machines, and I won a couple things for my kid. So some new stuffies.
Yeah.
My wife's gonna hate that. I'm sure she'll comment here shortly. But I won my kid some stuffies, so I can bring those home. And then we went next door to the joint, and we got cracked.
Yeah.
So that was nice. And it was definitely it was a different, it's not significantly different, but it was a different experience because it's a different doctor, and he got some stuff good. It was nice. I felt very like, ooh, even now I'm like still feeling like a little loosey. So I can't speak highly enough about the joint. If you do it, your membership's good nationwide. You can go to any location. And yes, Jenny just confirmed that she hates that I got stuffies for my kid.
It happens.
Well, my kid's birthday is coming up, so I can use that as the excuse. So we got cracked, which was good. Then we headed over to Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
We picked up some Kaboom Con raffle prizes. So first, I'm going to start with something that we didn't get today. This is something that was given to us as a raffle prize last year, and I believe it was by 3 Arrows Games. And so I'm giving them a shout out, and I apologize. I did not realize that this item did not get raffled last year. James stole it. So we're going to make sure. Oh, what he told me today was that it fell into his bag conveniently. It was there to be raffled off, but somehow miraculously ended up in his bag.
It wasn't my fault.
So with that being said, it will be raffled off this year.
Yeah.
And this is a DC Superheroes United Batman that was a con exclusive.
I'd actually asked I had asked around where like it came from. I thought somebody gave it to me as a birthday present because BoomCon did happen on my birthday last year.
Nope.
So,
No,
anyway.
No, you stole it.
Sure, if you say so.
I do say so. And I'm not mad at you. We need to, especially like I told him, I said, if this was one of the things that I had bought, then maybe I wouldn't care. But because it was donated to us as a raffle prize, we need to make it right. So 3 Arrows, apologies. We're going to get this out there. And I don't even know if 3 Arrows is signed up for this year. I've got to look at the list.
Yeah. But even if they aren't, we'll just make sure we give them a shout out.
Yes. So what are we showing off first that we picked up today?
I'm just getting this over here.
Oh, this is a good one. So we showed off before another version of this. It's just the base normal game, but this one is a special edition of it.
Yeah, this is the villainous Star Wars edition. This one features Power of the Dark Side. This features Darth Vader, General Grievous, Visage Ventress, Moff Gideon, and Kylo Ren. So they all have their own little figurines back here.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to really see it that great, but they all have their own little figures. You can see them right down here.
Yep.
So this will be one of the prizes that's raffled off.
And we went to Hobby Lobby, one of my places that I enjoy going to because they very often have really good deals. And so while we were there, picked this up. I think this will be fun for the younger kids out there. This is an Avengers. We want to get them started young, get them into the nerddom. So this is an eraser and coloring activity set. It has a Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Black Panther eraser. And yeah,
I have a couple of erasers.
There's other erasers that have a Hydra logo and Ant-Man and Hawkeye. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool set. And then you have the last item we picked up, which is
I don't know if you guys have watched this show, but it might be one of the funniest kid shows on the planet right now, and that is Bluey. So this is a Bluey paint your own figurine set. Comes with Bluey, Bingo, and what Chili, you said?
Chili is the mom.
And what was the other one?
Bandit,
yeah. So you get the entire family here, and it comes with brushes,
four ceramic figures,
and paint. So all included. So this would be something that you could do as a family.
Absolutely. We got Harjeet checking in.
Harjeet,
glad to see you both together.
Yeah,
Indeed.
man.
Too bad you're not here. Bring your butt out to Vegas. And I'm next.
Yeah.
Well, come on out.
Come on. We did. And then after that, wait, did we go to? Oh, we went to Dollar Tree after that, right?
Then we went over to Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Picked up some
more snacks type stuff.
Snacks, garbage.
Yeah. We didn't really need to go over there. But I found another Hot Ones Pringles. This is Rojo. This is Los Calientes. It's a hot sauce. These ones aren't I don't know if they're supposed to be spicy, because if they are,
he has not eaten them, but I did have him pre-open it so that it wouldn't make so much noise.
No, I had two just a couple minutes ago.
What?
Yeah.
You son of a.
How did you not see me sneak those? They're good. And I thought they would be a little spicier, but it's all good. Want to try one?
Yeah, I'll try one. I'm not a spicy guy, but. Yeah. Okay, so that's hotter than I was expecting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah. But you know me and spice, so.
Yeah, it's a little right on the tip. Giggity. It's a little kick for me. And Tyler says he hasn't seen Harjeet in years. We need to drag him to Hawaii. I'm on board for that. Harjeet, you want to go on a cruise? We're going to Hawaii. However, I think James isn't going.
Yeah, unfortunately, I might not be able
he
to
sucks. So after we finished up at the dollar store, we headed over to Costco to pick up some more things for this weekend while I'm here. Some snacks and treats and
so we
food.
Don't have to always. Yeah,
we picked up a rotisserie chicken and some shrimp.
Put in the fridge. So that's.
But I also picked up. Can you pass me the bag? So pick this up. This is Girl Scouts Thin Mint Bites. This is by Edward Mark Chocolatier. Crispy chocolate with mint and dark chocolate. I'm sorry, crispy center.
Yeah. With
mint and dark chocolate. So I have not pre-tried this. Open it. And they're little chocolate balls. Let's see.
It's reminding me of Whoppers.
Put my balls in your mouth. Suck on my chocolate salty balls.
Not bad.
Now, I don't know if it's because of just having that chip that was hot and spicy. I feel like I need to have a couple more. Just let's see.
They are good.
They taste like Thin Mints.
Yeah.
Like, Thin Mints is my favorite Girl Scout cookie.
It used to be mine, but I've slowly weaned off of those. Now
Yeah, this is good. This is legit.
if they made the peanut butter patties or whatever those things are called in this, I would love it.
So this is at Costco right now. This bag, it's
It was like
1 1/4 pound bag. How much was it? Do you remember?
it was $8.99, I believe.
Is that our receipt right there? Let's see.
Yeah, it's on one of these. Yeah, I think it's on that one.
$12.59. So it
$12.59. I
yeah.
thought it was cheaper than that.
It was a little bit expensive. $12.59 for 1 1/4 pounds, though.
Oh yeah, that's I thought that it must have been this. There was a sign next to it that must have been for something else.
But yeah, these are legit. They taste like Thin Mints.
Those are pretty good. My girlfriend brought me this. I'm not a big cookie person, but this is a cookies and cream rich coffee. So I don't know. This is my first time. I just opened it to try it. So
Hershey's cookies and cream rich coffee. I'm surprised you're even willing to like try this.
Well, oh god.
Oh, it smells like coffee.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Mm-mm. No.
I don't hate it, but
I don't like coffee, so I mean it's weird that I like stouts, but
it very much it tastes more like you know what it tastes like? Like a white chocolate mocha.
yeah.
Maybe another piece of that.
Yeah. If you want it, you can have it.
Oh.
Here, it's all you.
Yeah. It's not, you know, I'm not a big coffee person either, but
I'm gonna need this. So Toblerone, right? Like
oh yeah.
The airport candy, the candy you only seem to see in the airport.
Or at Costco during the holidays.
Oh yeah. But so apparently in the Philippines, they have white chocolate Toblerones.
Okay.
So I know. See, this is not my first time having these, but I need to get that taste out of my mouth.
Yeah.
She bought me one of the. She bought me like a piece of one, and I was like, I said, hey, if you have any more, I need a. I'd really like a whole one. So she brought me a whole one. And so you got to try these. These are pretty fire.
Pretty fire, he says. White chocolate Toblerone.
Oh.
Well, if it's all white, it's all right.
Wow.
Let's see.
Mm.
I'm actually not a huge fan of white chocolate.
Oh. Okay. I enjoy these.
I basically tasted exactly what I expected: white chocolate with whatever. What's inside Toblerone?
Toffee, honey. So, white chocolate with honey and almond nougat.
Okay.
It's So I never had. Actually, you know what's really funny is that until she brought me these, I had never actually had a Toblerone.
Seriously?
Yeah, I never had one.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I never had a Toblerone.
And you also picked up one more snack.
Oh, well, that's not really.
Oh, it's not for the show.
I mean, yeah, I bought I really like the Haribo peaches.
Peachio.
If they had the Sour Patch Kids peaches, that would have been a wrap. Uh-oh, what did you drop?
Almost spilled the whole bag of balls.
Uh-oh. Don't do that. Anyway. Oh, and actually, you got to try these because I've been saving these.
He wants me to put his meat in my mouth. So.
I've been saving these for you. So a while ago I had these on the show, so I made sure to save some for Mark.
Let me wash the chocolate out.
Yeah. Like I said, once you get past the smell, they taste really good.
I mean, I'm not gonna stick my head in the bag.
So just grab one.
All right. So this is pork loin.
This is pork loin, yeah. So it's like a pork chip.
Interesting. It almost tastes like a pork rind, which makes sense, but it's not, pork skin.
I'll give you the bigger piece. So this is brisket. Just like
fat.
Eat the fat part. Just try that. Just
Just
try
the fat by itself first?
Yeah, just try the fat by itself.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still chewing. Yeah. It kind of melts. It's crazy.
Yes, it does.
Kind of buttery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's danger.
Yeah. I was like, yo. There was one piece that I ate. Literally, I just ate the fat off of it first because I was like, yo, this is too good.
The fat was good.
The rest of it, not so
The rest
good.
of it's just fine.
Yeah. It's not great. I mean, like, that's the thing. I wanted to buy these because I saw them online and I was like, you know what? Let me give these a shot. 2 simple ingredients. They're pretty good, but they're really expensive. So I don't think excuse me.
What's the second ingredient? Salt?
Yeah, it's literally beef and salt. And this one was pork and salt.
You know, I am one of those people that believes you cook a steak right, it shouldn't need anything.
Right.
But I don't think dehydrating steak is necessarily the right way to do it.
Yeah.
And what's this one?
This one is skirt steak.
And he left me some little tiny niblets.
I got some more. Like, they actually live on the website. They sell just like, they call it crumbs.
I would say this tastes better actually than the brisket. But I would say the brisket fat. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Maybe you should see if you can get them to just sell you a bag of brisket fat.
That'd be very interesting.
Okay.
You sell me a bag of fat.
So, I started a new job this week.
That's right.
So I've left the project that I've been working on for the last 18 months.
Right.
And
You jump ship, huh?
well, I wouldn't say I jumped
No,
ship.
that's best way to
I
do it.
provided ample opportunity for them to try and do something to, make situations better.
But they failed to do so.
You said that, not me. Excuse me. Steven's checking in.
Hey!
He says, "Was good, fellas. How's it going?" And in this economy, I'll take the fat or crumbs for half the price.
They were a little bit cheaper, but not by much.
So I thought, leaving the project would be leaving the project, but I didn't even make it through an entire day without getting a phone call from that office.
Really?
Oh,
Today?
No, Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, my first day away technically from them. I got a message.
I gotta reach over you real quick. Sorry.
We've got Lawrence checking in.
Lawrence! Sorry, my bad. This was on the
I just love looking at your titties.
Yeah, my this is the keychain that you bought me for.
Yes, it's a bottle opener.
It's a bottle
It
opener.
came with your big drinking horn.
Yeah. I cleaned that out already, but I haven't used it yet because it's just like, wait, how do I do this?
He doesn't know how to use a bottle opener, ladies and gentlemen.
Apparently not. Oh, there we go. Got it.
No, bro, other way. Or I guess you could do it that way.
Come on.
And Dennis Miner checking in. He called 6 times yesterday, and that's not quite an exaggeration. I mean, it's a slight exaggeration, but I think it was 4. I think we talked 4 times yesterday about the project and things needed for the project. Tuesday was actually kind of quiet. So Monday I got a call, and it wasn't until like the end of the day.
Okay.
It was around 4:00.
It's not bad.
But the person did say that they had waited till the end of the day to reach out. And I was just like, okay, if you're going to reach out, it doesn't matter
what time of the day you do it. Oh, I got it.
My bad.
Yes, sir, it is. All right.
While you're down there.
Nope. Absolutely not. Yeah.
Red Trolley Ale.
All day, baby.
Love this stuff. So, actually tastes better than down here than it did up there. That's weird. So yeah, basically got through almost an entire day without a phone call, but at like 4 p.m. I got a message in, have you heard of Teams?
Mm-hmm.
And so I got a message in Teams
Microsoft Teams.
Yeah, basically saying, hey, are you available? And it's like, I could have just ignored it, but that's not me. And Daryl says, actually, still need to call you. Great. Something must have happened today. And Dennis is validating everything that I say.
True.
And we also have Benjamin checking in, my homie.
What's up, man? Yo, I'm kind of upset that I didn't see your video or your message until later.
Oh, that's the one that met Rhea Ripley today?
Yeah, so actually he met Jey Uso today. Yeet. And then he also yeet all day. Anyways, and then he also met Rhea Ripley. And actually, what's so funny about Rhea Ripley is that when she's not in like Rhea Ripley mode, she's very attractive. I mean, even with like all the makeup, she's very attractive too. But it's like I think there's something about her just being like out.
I'm hoping your lady friend is watching right now. Lawrence is doing a cheap plug. Just want to say hello and hope you can join us for Free Comic Book Day in Newark at Chris's Comics. So if you are in Newark or in the San Francisco Bay Area, head over to Chris's Comics for Free Comic Book Day. And Lawrence will also be at Silver Age Comic Con in July, repping the Icy Sound products, which James is rocking the polo. I don't think Lawrence has seen the polo.
Oh, have you not seen the polo yet, bro?
He's got
the bam, son. Yeah.
Rocking the polo. And then, of course, big stuff at KaboomCon in September. So,
yes. Ben also said,
so much better without the makeup.
Yeah, but you missed it.
He was simping.
Yeah.
No, I didn't miss it.
You missed it.
No, I didn't.
No, go back up.
No,
go back up.
No.
Make sure you
I'm driving tonight.
Give his message. Give his message. That's right. Yeah.
And Lawrence loves the polo.
Yeah, no, this is a good one, man.
Yes, James was rocking that today while we were out and about the town. Tomorrow, I'll probably be rocking my Icy Sound Hawaiian shirt.
I had to be very careful with this one though, because like it's white and we were eating pizza and I had marinara sauce, and so I'm very proud that I did not get anything on this today.
Indeed. And Benjamin says, "What time y'all going to SmackDown tomorrow? Would love to get a photo."
Yeah, so we'll be there. We got to get there a little bit early. So we'll be getting there around 2:45-ish.
Yeah, evidently we got some handicap guy coming with us now. So
yeah, so we got to make sure that we get there. When I got the tickets, it was supposed to be for my brother, but then he's got to work, and so I invited the troll, aka Jeff, and but we have to have space for Ethel.
And Steven asks if we're in Vegas for WrestleMania, and you live
I live here, so but Mark did come down for WrestleMania.
Yes.
We're not actually going to be going to WrestleMania. I bought tickets to go to. We're going to be going to SmackDown, NXT Stand and Deliver, which is their big WrestleMania pay-per-view, and then the Raw after WrestleMania, which is always one of the craziest Raws.
That's when we're going to see the return of Brock.
I hope,
if not at WrestleMania.
I hope not. Because I can't stand the guy. Anyways, and if I ever saw him do it in his face, I'd say I love him because he's bigger than me and could crush you. But yeah, anyways, besides the point, we will be going. So tomorrow we will be there around 2:45, so we can get there for doors open, so that there's first come first serve handicap seating that's still available. So we just need to get there so we can accommodate.
And Lawrence appreciates that we're rocking the shirts. You rock, gentlemen, going ninja mode. Peace, much love. You don't have to go ninja mode. You can be here. You can be engaged.
Man,
as much as you want.
Love having you here, bro. You are the North Star of our nerddom.
And Steven says he's actually going to be in Vegas this weekend.
Oh,
he's going to see Dead and Company at the Sphere. So,
you're going to be out here? So hit me up, bro.
Yeah, we need to. I've never met you.
Yeah, and I haven't seen you in years. So
let's make it happen.
Be awesome if we could at least catch up on one of the days.
And did you know that there's a WWE store in the Roomba Stadium? What's the Roomba Stadium?
What is the Roomba Stadium?
I have no idea. But we would like to know more about that because we would like to procure some WWE WrestleMania related stuff, but we don't want to pay to get into
Ben,
WWE world.
Yeah, Ben, hit me up with that info so I can find that out.
Yes, please.
Because we went, like I said, we went over to the store today, and it was just, or we tried to go to the store today, and it
just didn't work out.
Didn't work out. So,
so speaking of your brother, and he was supposed to go with us, and speaking of WrestleMania related type stuff, I actually brought you and your brother something.
Oh yeah, you sure did, and this is exciting. I was excited for this one. So this was from this is the new Topps collection of WWE trading cards, and it says "Shocking turn leaves WWE universe stunned," and it is The Rock, John Cena, and Travis Scott after they beat down the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Yes. After it was actually that was the end of Elimination Chamber.
It was indeed.
So yeah, I got this nice case. So thank you, Mark, for getting these. And actually, we will be raffling off a pack or something like that.
One of those.
You have another one?
Yep.
So we'll be raffling off one of these cards. So if you're a WWE fan or just a Rock fan, Travis Scott fan, John Cena fan, whatever, you will have one of these cards available for you at KaboomCon.
Yeah, you could win it for $1.
$1,
and I promise you, it costs a lot more than that.
It sure did.
So I guess Ben has problems with talk to text as well because it's not Roomba Stadium.
It's Allegiant Stadium. I was like, what's Roomba Stadium?
Which looks like a Roomba.
It does look like a Roomba. Is it outside or what's the deal?
Yes, please let us know because we will go over there tomorrow. Is it north end, south end, east, west? Where we need to go? Because
I'm not paying to get into that. I'm not paying to get in there.
Yeah, agreed. And Dennis says, nice card.
Yeah,
and that's good to know from a guy who actually he sells trading cards online.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no,
sports cards and sports memorabilia.
This is honestly, like, if I think we talked about it on the show. Like, that was I was shocked, but I was also very happy because I've been wanting John Cena to go heel for a good minute.
I mean, 20 plus years, yeah.
And even then, like, he kind of started out as a heel, like the Thugonomics, the Doctor of Thugonomics, which
even that wasn't like hard heel.
Yeah, it wasn't hard heel, but then and then after that he went full babyface, and he went full babyface hard.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fact of the matter, and I was waiting, I was just waiting, but there was a plan for him to go heel a while back. But they said, he wanted none of the no merchandise, no meet and greets, no more Make-A-Wishes. But at the time, he was like, he holds the record for the most Make-A-Wish granted wishes. So, of any sport star or whatever, just in general, anyone period. And so so for him to do this now at the end of when he's on his retirement tour, it's kind of a big deal. But I
haven't heard that he's not doing Make-A-Wishes. It would make sense in line with the character if he's not, but I haven't heard.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some kids that still want to meet him.
And Jenny says, not sure how the heel turn relates to the Neutrogena commercial. So this is a thing, by the way. Jenny was showing me John Cena has recently started doing a line of commercials for Neutrogena.
He had a McDonald's commercial for a minute.
Yeah, and so it's kind of weird. Have you seen them?
No.
Jenny, if you can find those and forward them to James, I think that would be interesting. Or at the very least, we can look them up, of course, after the show tonight. But is Glenn Jacobs out there for an appearance? I have not seen him, but that doesn't mean that he's not here. He probably is.
Yeah.
Who's Glenn Jacobs, James?
AKA Kane.
AKA Mayor of Knoxville County.
Didn't Undertaker say he has to call him Mayor Kane or something like that?
And so Dennis actually lives out in Knox.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he has seen Glenn Jacobs or Kane out and about. He evidently likes to frequent a lot of the local dining establishments.
I wonder if he wants. It's Kane. Oh my God, it's Kane.
It's a slobber knocker.
It's Kane. It's the Undertaker's brother, Kane. I missed Jim Ross though.
I do appreciate that WWE recently has been showing old clips of things and using the actual talent who was there at the time.
Yeah, they kind of used to not do that, and but yeah, showing those just moments with the King and JR, man, those are some good moments. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely I love Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. I love them as a team. It's not the same dynamic, of course, but JR and the King will always that was growing up.
I enjoy Pat McAfee because I think he's a fan first. Yeah. And I know that, he has specifically said he doesn't want to have any of the info. He doesn't want to know anything that's going to happen. He wants to enjoy the ride with the fans. And I appreciate that. But I do miss Corey Graves. And
did something happen?
Decisions were made that he wasn't a big enough draw when they moved to Netflix, so it didn't make sense to keep him there.
But you have Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett,
and I like that team as well.
I do, but don't get me wrong. I enjoy Corey Graves on NXT now. Mm-hmm. It's it gives a little bit more to that broadcast team with I like Booker T, and actually AKA King Booker
wow. Anyways,
anyway, but I like that team too, and Corey Graves lends a different angle to that, but yeah.
And the One Kidney Wonder checking in, JR and the King will be at WrestleOn, also known as WrestleCon. Is that happening here?
Yeah.
And where's that at?
I'm not too sure.
When is that?
That's like going on now.
Oh, how come we didn't go there?
Because I don't remember where it is.
Oh, so we've got the John Cena videos. We'll have to watch this after the show. But there are John Cena Neutrogena commercials out there. Go check them out.
Yeah.
So going back to kind of where this all started spiraling downhill, he says Westgate's starting Friday, so that's tomorrow.
Oh, I thought it started today.
We can go there tomorrow. Maybe we'll do that. Probably we'll do that. So like I mentioned, I started a new job, and it is.
Oh yeah,
it's yes. It's really chill. The team, the people that are on this team, they seem really chill. They, and I'm going to say this, and I guarantee you, James has forgotten just because that's who he is. But my birthday is this weekend.
Oh, I know.
And, I just started on this team on Monday, and yesterday we had a team meeting that I guess they do once a month, and they bought a cheesecake. Big old cheesecake for me to celebrate my birthday coming up this weekend.
Nice.
So that was nice. They seem to be a good group of people that seem to like each other, which is hard to find. And they seem to all be working towards a common goal and want to help each other to be successful.
Oh, that's what?
Right? This has not been my experience for the last 18 months, that's for sure. And so it's really good to see. It's very encouraging. I did take a downgrade, as they call it, involuntarily because I needed to get away, and I needed to clear my head because the last 18 months have just been immensely stressful. But all that to say, yesterday was a very long day for me. I got up early in the morning, and I was going to talk about this. So I got up early in the morning and worked from 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. I then went home and I took a little nappy poo. And then I got on the road last night at 8 p.m. to come down here. Well, I brought some road snacks, one of which we're eating right now. Betta Pita chips. I believe you can get these at Sam's Club or Costco. I'm not sure where I got it. But this is the garlic parmesan. These things are huge. It's like they took a pita and just like quartered it.
These are fire.
Oh,
I enjoy these a lot.
They are delicious.
They're so full of flavor.
We're not getting paid for this.
No, we're not. 100%. Like, we need to just take clips and send it to the company.
Only when we have good stuff to say, right?
Yeah, right. If we have bad stuff, it's like, no.
But these are good.
Mhm.
If you happen to be at Sam's Club or Costco and you come across Betta pita chip, pick it up. Especially if you like garlic parmesan. If you don't, then don't.
But I hope they have other flavors because these are really good. It's probably my new favorite pita chip. Not gonna lie.
But also on my way down, I stopped in Urington because I needed to go to the bathroom.
All right. You had to urinate in Urington?
I did. So I stopped at the gas station, which also inside that gas station, they have a chicken restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that box. And the box is like Cluckers or something. Clucks or Crispers.
Crispy chicken or Crispers chicken or something like that.
We have one of those out here.
Okay.
At a gas station.
So I didn't, at the time, the restaurant was closed and I was disappointed because that was part of the reason I went inside is I was like, I want to buy some chicken. I figured I could eat that while I'm driving down. And I went up towards the register and I noticed that they had some boxes of chicken near the register that had like yesterday's date on it, which means they probably cooked it at the end of the day. Whatever they didn't sell, they probably put over there. And I was like, oh, cool. I thought I was buying chicken tenders, which is what I wanted. Got in the car, started driving away, opened up the box, and I had actual bone-in chicken pieces.
That was a lot of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of chicken.
Yeah, I think there were 6 or 7 pieces in there.
Damn.
And it was $4.99.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah, great price. Yeah. And it was delicious. Had a little kick to it. But I couldn't eat it all, and it was so messy. One of my stops to charge in Beatty, I took my floor pan out, my floor mat, because it was just covered in all these little chicken bits. But it wasn't a bad drive down.
I've had that happen.
I thought the drive down was going to be much worse. So I left my house at 8 p.m., and I showed up at your house just before 4. So under 8 hours.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
And Tyra says, Crispy Chicks by my house is at Chevron. I'm surprised it was fire. I would not want to hang out with a girl that is crispy because something tells me that there's something wrong there. But if you're down with the Crispy Chicks, you have fun.
Bad edges here.
Peachio.
These aren't Peachios. These are Harbo peaches.
What's the difference?
Troll. The Troll has the Peachios.
Okay.
Different company.
I've never had these ones.
They're delicious.
I'm not a big fan of peach in general.
Yeah, these are just actually they think these are better than the Peachios.
But these aren't bad.
I still like Peachios.
Tyrus is laughing about something. So anyways, we didn't really line up anything for tonight to talk about.
No.
We can talk about Daredevil season finale.
What?
We just watched it right before we went live. That was interesting. We could talk about the new Fantastic Four trailer that just dropped.
What?
Literally today. It's up on the page if you haven't checked it out. We can talk about Star Wars. Day 1 of celebration happening in Japan is happening. And they dropped the name cards for Mandalorian and Grogu, which is coming out May of next year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But they also announced another film that's coming out in 2027.
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
I've never heard of this.
Starfighter.
Star Wars Starfighter.
I'm not mad. I think this is the kind of thing that I need to go see I need D-box seats out here. If you've never been, so I know in Union City they have a D-box. They have a D-box theater. And we have like a 4D theater out here that I might pay extra to go see this movie in because the seats move.
I mean, we have that in Reno, so you've got to have some out here.
I know, but I'm saying like we have one where the seats move. That's the 4D. It's like 4DX.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have D-box. We have D-box somewhere, but it's not.
What
close.
is D-box? Isn't it where the seats move?
Yeah, it's D-box, but it's in like those are Century. That's a Century thing, Century Theater thing.
But it's the same concept, right?
Yeah.
So
I just I like that one a little bit better. The only
needy.
No, here's the reason why is because it's not as jerky as the 4DX is. 4DX you cannot like I had popcorn and stuff and it just kind of went like when we started moving and stuff my popcorn.
Okay, first of all, that's just dumb. Why would you buy popcorn knowing you're sitting in a seat that's going to be moving around?
I didn't know it was going to be that bad.
I mean, I think that's a cop-out. I would not, if I knew I was going to I would not buy popcorn at Disneyland before I'm going on Star Tours.
Well, you can't have food on Star Tours.
And there's a reason, because it will just make a mess, right?
Shout out to Days of Thunder at Great America. Yes. Which always, I don't get me wrong. I enjoyed that ride. Side note, I enjoyed that ride. And if you never got to do it, I'm sorry. But there was always that scene where you're outside the car and the camera's
just you walking.
Yeah, it's like the camera under like on the side of the car and underneath the car. I was like, that is a weird. It's a weird decision. But
did you ever go on it after they changed it from Days of Thunder to a Bond?
Oh yeah, I rode on that many times.
Yeah, that was weird.
I liked the Bond one. It wasn't.
I mean, that was more like just walking around, right? It was less.
It was one of those first person action movies that they did like later. You remember those? Like they did it was like a full movie they did later on.
Yeah,
it was like first person.
Speaking of first person, they also had the MetaQuest on sale today over at Costco. I tried to convince James to pick one up because I thought he'd make a lot of good use out of it. You know, with the Assassin's Creed Nexus and Batman Arkham game.
I would like to try those out. It's just like I don't know. I'm not good at first person shooters, so I don't know how to be good.
You're not.
I don't know how good I would be at first person fighting games.
You know, I think it comes down to like, you know, in intention, right? You have to want to choose to practice or be good at something. And, you know, I think you have a hard time with that. I think you just accept mediocrity in life.
Wow. That is disrespectful.
Is it? It's okay. I'm not judging you. I'm just, you know.
I've like first person shooters has just been, I mean, I think I've stated before, it started out with Doom and then it moved on to GoldenEye. And then I was pretty much like, you know what? I think this is not my forte.
Yeah, you were really bad at GoldenEye.
I only played GoldenEye with you guys like once.
Yeah. I think it was because it was so bad that you were like, I don't want to do this anymore. Which is fine. I mean,
yeah, GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was the only now for the last, you know, between probably 2-3 years ago and end of GoldenEye, that was the only first-person shooter I ever really enjoyed. Now I will say I've immensely grown to enjoy the Far Cry series.
Oh yeah, you said so.
Which has gotten me to play some other first-person based games, and I will say that, you know, I'm more inclined to try one now than I had been. But in general, I'm still not a huge fan of first person.
Yeah,
I like third person.
It's just something about, you know, actually, you know, I think I kind of like seeing the action, what's going on all around me as well.
Yeah. We talked last night or this morning, I should say, after I got here, we talked about Assassin's Creed and Shadows and where we're both at, and loving the game. If you haven't picked it up,
bro,
you need to.
Like, it was like, this is one of the only games that I've bought like kind of fairly early, because I always normally wait on the Assassin's Creed games, but I was like, this is when I was like, yo, I kind of got to get on top of this, because I mean, I watched everything leading up to it, even more so than the other stuff, like even like Valhalla, Odyssey, Origins, all that stuff. Like I watched, like this was the most I'd watched of Assassin's Creed coming out, and so I was like, let me get on. So I actually jumped on it, and so early, and it's thoroughly a good game.
So we've been playing the game for about the same amount of time.
Yeah,
meaning days. We've had the game for the same amount of days.
Yeah, you had it. I think you had a few more days than me, but I also don't. I'm not. I haven't. Normally during the week, I'm not playing. I normally just play on my days off.
Sure. And you have 3 of those a week.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm not just doing that.
Uh-huh. And so, what level are you at?
I'm at like level 18.
He's a level 18. After I think we're about 3.5 weeks in.
Yeah, but again, I only play. Actually, I played like twice this week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But not super long sessions, and
yeah, I play more frequently, but I don't know if my combined time, like I'd be curious to look at both of our combined time.
Yeah, like I think I know one of them is higher because I actually I was doing some stuff, and then I kind of I dozed off.
Yeah, you have a tendency to do that. As we were watching Daredevil tonight, we're watching it, and like something happens, and I look over at him because I'm expecting a response, and he's asleep in the chair.
Yeah,
I'm like, really?
I'll watch it. I'll watch it fully again a little bit later.
I don't understand. Like, it's not like you didn't sleep today.
You're right, I did. But yeah, I was still like a little tired. So I was tired.
So tomorrow we're going to SmackDown.
SmackDown. This is the first. This is your first live event too since like SummerSlam, huh?
Since SummerSlam, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this is my first live event because I went to. I wanted to go. Like they had a random like Christmas show that was on a Friday, but it wasn't a SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a random house show. Oh, and Money in the Bank was here. I was, and I missed that one.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a lie. And then there was also NXT. That was when that was the first one at the UFC Apex.
Mm-hmm.
That crowned the first women's North American champion, aka Kalani Jordan. I'm finally glad I'm going to be able to see NXT. I've been waiting to see NXT for some time. I wanted to go when it was at the Apex, but we couldn't figure out I couldn't get the day off.
I will say, I'm a little disappointed in WWE with the women's division right now, that they're just cloning the men's belts.
Yeah, I mean, I also get it, but at the same time, it's like, what else are you gonna do?
I don't know. And some people will say, well, it's equal now, right? And I'm not saying I don't want the women to have as many belts. I just wish they had their own belts rather than let's just copy exactly what the men have.
Well, I mean,
I'm not saying we need to bring back the Divas belt.
No, and that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons they got rid of. That's one of the reasons I think they started doing these belts. Is so. But I mean, yeah, the Divas belt. That was kind of cheesy belt. I ain't gonna lie.
Big old butterfly.
Yeah, it was kind of lame.
But
I do like the new champ. I do like the, they have the North American champion on North American Championship on NXT. They have the Women's Intercontinental and the Women's United States Championship on SmackDown and Raw, respectively.
Which is matching the men's belts on
right.
the show.
So I mean so I'm okay with it actually. So I think it's a good look. I don't know what else. I mean, I don't know what else you would call them if because I mean, what even TNA, what they had the Knockouts Championship or whatever, and
that was the name of their division.
Yeah, that was the name of the Knockouts. So I mean, yeah. So I don't really have a problem with it. I do understand. I was kind of like when I first heard it, I was kind of like, and then I was like, okay.
And Tyra says he is liking the NXT women's division a little better right now.
No, at 100%. The NXT women's division is great right now.
So we'll be at SmackDown tomorrow night, where we will see John Cena.
Yeah, he's supposed to be there. Of course, it's
now. My question is: are we going to see? Because we haven't seen since that card, The Rock and Travis Scott. And what was the point of them having that moment to then not be anywhere around.
Yeah, I think the final boss needs to make an appearance.
Because he's certainly going to be at WrestleMania, right?
It has to be.
Like, it wouldn't make sense for him to not be.
If it wasn't, that'd be really weird.
So I have to imagine we're going to get The Rock tomorrow.
And well, Travis Scott doesn't necessarily have to be there. He was like Travis Scott has been doing. He's just kind of showed
Travis
up.
Scott is the new X-Pac.
He's kind of just showed up. Like did he show up with Jey Uso that one night?
He did. He was out there with Jey Uso,
yes,
smoking
the blood.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a couple days later, he shows up with The Rock and
the theme song for WrestleMania this year is a Travis Scott joint.
And he just comes out kicking, like just the random kick to the random kick.
Yeah, he did Cody bad.
Yeah, just like he did. Like Cena did all the work. The Rock comes in, whips him a little bit, and then you have Travis Scott.
We got the El Jefe back.
El Jefe,
welcome back to the show. Knockout.
Yeah,
Jeff, don't talk ish about X-Pac. He was a workhorse. He was. Yeah. I'm not talking ish.
AKA the 1, 2, 3 kid, baby.
I'm just saying that X-Pac, I think he never had the level of Kevin Nash or Scott Hall or Shawn Michaels or Triple H, right? Like he was always just
he always kind of got disrespected in that way, I think. But he at the same time he knew his role.
Yeah, I mean he was not a main eventer, right?
There's some people that absolutely
he was mid lower card.
There are some people that know their roles and they live in it and they live in it.
He was a great tag team champion with Kane, X-Pac and Kane.
Yeah,
talking about Glenn Jacobs.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot about.
They had a great run. He was a great lower mid card. And that's true. He did get one night on China. That video is out there for anyone that's for whatever reason interested.
Don't watch that video. Not out of I not because I haven't seen it, but
you were so full of it.
No, I 100% haven't seen that video. But yeah, man, rest in peace, China. I think
she was cremated, so it'd be pieces, right?
Oh, jeez. Well, I think it's a family thing, right? That's why she hasn't been inducted yet.
I mean, she technically was inducted as part of DX. They did. They gave her a shout out.
They did, but I think she definitely, as the only woman to ever hold the IC championship.
And Jeff, from personal knowledge, says it's better than Sunny Side Up.
Oh, I heard that was awful.
Sunny days ahead.
I heard.
You remember that promo with Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart? I've heard you had some sunny days, my friend.
Oh wow.
Shawn said that to Bret.
Sunny seemed so sweet, and then not so much.
I don't know. She seemed to me to be about as trampy as like Stacy Keibler.
Stacy Keibler was
Kelly.
Hey, man!
I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
Don't talk bad about Kelly, aka Barbie. It's her legit name. I couldn't believe that when I found that out. I was like,
it's not that surprising.
I was like, what? Your parents gave you a stripper name? No wonder you went with Kelly.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound like one either.
A little bit better.
Says you.
Hello.
Anyways, Saturday morning.
I wonder if I kind of hope Stephanie shows up on SmackDown.
McMahon?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I just like Stephanie.
She'll be at the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Yeah, I'll be watching that.
Yeah, we'll watch it from the house after. So Saturday we'll be at NXT.
Stand and deliver.
Then Saturday night we'll be watching WrestleMania. Sounding like we might go to the M.
Yeah, they have I was driving by the other day and I saw that they have a viewing party, and I saw that it was free, and so I called. Oh, actually, I didn't call. I tried to call, but I got the little automated message thing on the app or on the website, and I was just like, "Yo, is this like free or whatever, or do I need to put my name on a list?" And they were like, "Oh no," she said it's like free, but pool admission might be something. And I was like, pool admission? I ain't trying to go to pool. And so we just got to figure out. I got to figure out where the patio is. It's something. The patio is something new that I've never heard of over there. So
I'm not sure what Jeff is talking about. Yeah, bro, that feud reminds me of Tofu and Charlotte.
Tofu? You mean Tiffany? Is that what you mean?
And we got Pop Culture Kaboom checking in. WTF? The minute I tune in, James is crinkling a bag. Of course he is.
Was that crinkling a bag? Oh, this today? That's stuff?
Or is he talking about this? No, because that's not crinkling a bag.
I
don't know what you were doing.
Unless it was. I don't know how long ago you checked in, but yeah. But anyways, no. But yeah. Oh yeah, Tiffy is always. Yo, actually, that was lightweight underhanded. They actually got in trouble for that, apparently.
Oh, bringing up that Charlotte's had 3 failed marriages.
Yeah, and then apparently,
and then when Charlotte said, "Why have I slid into?
Why is he in my DMs or whatever?"
Yeah.
And apparently, that's Tiffany's boyfriend. Who she's apparently with Ludwig Kaiser, bro.
That's correct.
Like that's such a. I mean, I guess, but at the same time, Ludwig Kaiser. I don't know.
And
She seems
Jimmy
like
does
she could do
confirm
better
it was
than
you with a bag, which again, not surprising.
This one?
Probably you and your Harbo. Jimmy says he tuned in about 2 minutes ago.
No, well, you're bad.
He was at work.
Oh, that's
You
right.
know,
Yeah.
you got to make a living.
What does it say?
El Jefe says Captain Insano to dominate SmackDown. Mama told me so.
Oh, I get it.
Do tell.
Oh no, water. Or is that
Water
Captain?
boy?
Yeah, Mama told me so.
Captain Insano, right? Big Show or Paul White or the Giant back then.
Was he the Giant back then?
Yeah, he was still
didn't come
WCW.
over,
He was the Giant.
Yeah, and then apparently when he was supposed to come over, he was supposed to be Titan, but they had the Titantron, and I think that's where the problem came in.
Glad they didn't go with that.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Titan or something. Apparently, like their original name.
Titan's a terrible name for a wrestler.
I don't know. I kind of liked it, but then like yeah, remember they pulled down the Tron.
Then again, you're a big fan of the Yeet.
Yo, Yeet all day, baby.
No Yeet.
Yeah,
I'm with Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy's coming around to the Yeet, bro. Jimmy's coming around to the Yeet.
At house shows, he's still, when they're teaming together and the audience is going Yeet, he's like, no Yeet.
Yeah, when I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, no, I'm excited, man. Like, I'm more actually. The thing is, I'm excited for WrestleMania, yes, but
I'm not. I feel like the match card is
it's kind of weak, but at the same time, that's why I'm glad I'm not going.
What match are you like the most excited for? Where you're like, I cannot wait to see this match. This match is like the stuff dreams are made
of. Triple threat match.
Okay, so the Sunday,
the Saturday main event.
The Saturday main event.
Yeah.
So the triple threat, you're talking about CM Punk.
Yes.
Rollins.
Yes.
And Reigns.
Yes.
Okay. The only way that match to me ends up being amazing is if somehow, some way, Dean Ambrose shows up, and it's not going to happen.
Oh no.
So I don't.
He's still good over there.
Yeah.
Are they still using him? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's still the champion. I mean, he was recently.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, no, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't really care. Like, I'm just like, I enjoy WrestleMania. I'm still kind of bummed that they changed it to 2 days, but whatever. Not my call. I didn't make the rules.
I don't know. I prefer 2 days at around 3.5 hours a piece versus 1 day at like 5+ hours.
That's true. That is true. I will take that. But yeah, no, I think also like the Sunday matchups, Sunday match, Cena and Cody Rhodes. I want to see that. I hope it's a good match. But no, I mean, I'm actually kind of excited more around it though, because that's the stuff I'm going to. That's why I really wanted to go to NXT. I've been enjoying NXT.
And how many matches can you list? What do we have going on? And it doesn't matter. You don't have to get the night right.
What for?
Either night. What?
For WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you got Jade Cargill and Naomi. You have
Snooze fest.
Braun
Probably a
Strowman.
good time to go use the restroom.
Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and was it Zero Mojito or whatever? What's his
Ray
name?
Phoenix?
No, that's his brother.
Oh, did you say Braun Strowman's in that match?
I didn't say Braun Strowman.
Did
Oh,
you?
did I say Braun Strowman? I meant Braun Breaker. My bad.
Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't say Braun Strowman. Yeah, my
I'm
bad.
like,
Braun Breaker. My bad. They same name.
Penta.
Oh, Penta. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, so I mean, that's that's a fatal 4-way, which is still weird to me that two members of the Judgment Day are in this. Dominic Mysterio shouldn't even be in that match.
Well, that's a deliberate thing so that Finn can finally get out of Judgment Day.
He's not good. Yeah, I guess he's. I don't know. What's the other match? There is. The triple threat: Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky. That's on Saturday.
Don't care.
Oh, actually, I like that one.
I like all three of them. I think they're all extremely talented. But unfortunately, I feel like the build-up for this match has been pretty weak.
It could have been better.
Tyrus is saying Zilla Fatu making a surprise appearance or the return of Tama Tonga.
That's why I've been trying to figure out where the hell did he go?
He got hurt.
Did he get hurt?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Tama Tonga, he just kind of they just kind of disappeared him. But I think there's LA Knight. Oh, actually, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu. Man, I actually really like Jacob Fatu. I ain't gonna lie.
Jacob Fatu should be champion.
He should be.
I'm talking about top champion, probably inside of the next year.
You know what he's really reminded me of?
No.
He's been doing Fiend stuff.
Okay.
Without being the Fiend.
Okay.
Like, getting hit with a move and then popping right back up type stuff.
Well, you got to remember, that's been a thing when it comes to, like, the Samoans over the years, is that, like, generally if you hit him in the head, it doesn't do a whole lot.
No. But I'm talking about, like, he looked like he was down and out. And then, like, next thing I know, he's back in the ring. So, that's why I said, when I first saw him, he's been doing, and the movement he did kind of reminded me of the Boogeyman. I was like, was he the Boogeyman? But he's...
And
I know he was.
Tyrus is hoping for a female bloodline with Simone Johnson making it up to the main roster and helping Naomi.
No, I don't think she's been doing
a female bloodline of 2.
Yeah, she's been doing fine. Simone Johnson. Wait, that's
Rock's kid.
Ava. Oh, they call her Ava.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the
GM.
GM. Yeah, she's been the GM over at NXT.
That's pretty weak.
Well, because she wasn't that good.
Yeah, she's still not.
Yeah, she's not that great. So, I mean, like, her being over on NXT, being a GM, it hasn't been bad. I've enjoyed her in that role. I think she's been more effective there than she would have been on actually wrestling, because her wrestling was subpar at best.
So, does that mean they need to bring back Tamina again?
Tamina was just very underwhelming. I think they disrespected her, honestly.
I mean, she's not good on the mic.
She's not. No, and that's the thing.
She doesn't have much.
Well, because remember when
she's not bad in the ring.
Right. Remember when she came, it was her and the Usos together.
Mm-hmm.
When they first busted it, when they first broke into the main roster. Actually, they probably did lower roster stuff that before it was like FCW or something, but they didn't have NXT at the time.
Probably OVH.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, so one of those. So when they came into the business, when they came in and made a huge statement on the main roster, I think after that, it just kind of, that's something I thought would happen. I thought it would have been Naomi, Nia Jax, and Tamina.
And where has Nia been? She got hurt.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me.
Well, when you're that big.
She's a lot smaller than she used to be.
Yeah, I'm a lot smaller than I used to be. El Jefe says, nah, not Johnson. I prefer to see Simone Biles versus Tama Tonga.
Jesus.
I would like to see that too.
Oh, yo, actually, that happened on SmackDown when Randy Orton actually said, "Don't you shut up," something like that. It was
So
just
what do you think is
great.
going to happen there with Randy? Because that's also something we're going to find out is who's his opponent going to be. Is it going to be Nick Aldis?
Oh, no, I don't think it's gonna be Nick Aldis.
I mean, he wants to get back in the ring. Like that part of him coming over, the plan was to introduce him.
Really?
Yeah, the plan was originally to introduce him to the WWE audience because he'd only ever done TNA. Nobody knew him. And so it was a way to introduce him to the WWE audience and then have him move into the ring. But he's done such a fantastic job.
He does. He has done. You know what? I mean, I wouldn't. I think maybe putting him in this match with Randy would be a good thing. But again, who do you have take over the GM spot?
I mean, you don't necessarily have to have anyone, right? You could have him even go over, which would be amazing. Have Nick Aldis go over on Randy and still remain as GM. Like how much
crazy, bro.
But imagine what dynamic that would create on SmackDown where people would be like, "Oh crap, I got to take this guy serious because he beat Randy Orton."
He is the true boss.
Like that would be
that would be interesting. I wouldn't be against it.
Hey, we've got
no
Stern Childhood
Stop.
Sixer checking in. Best viewers on stream.
Why do we even do those? Why?
I don't know.
Why do we even do those?
I just think it's funny.
Yeah, it's not even the same person. It's like,
but they all represent Stream Boo
apparently. But yeah, no, actually, that would be interesting because he did say he was like, I want you in a match, and then he's like, no.
Well, and the fact that he called out Mickie James, who is not with WWE right now.
Well, she is on a Legend. Yeah, she's on a Legends contract.
Yes, but she has not wrestled in a WWE ring since Royal Rumble 24.
Yeah, but at the same time, she like again, she isn't on LFG.
Yes, it's interesting to get that drop, and I'm wondering if part of that drop was to kind of offset the prior week with Tiffy and Charlotte.
Maybe, but at the same time, bro, that was. I haven't seen anything that brutal, like where they bring in somebody's personal life in quite some time. And apparently they were cool with it, and then apparently I guess they got some heat for it.
Well, it wasn't scripted.
Yeah, apparently they went off script, but apparently
both of them were fine with what they were doing, but it wasn't communicated to management.
Oh, because I saw something. Okay, so I probably should have just read the article, but it said WWE fine with events, and then they found out they got in trouble for it. So I was like, oh, that's what.
So, anyways, we've got WrestleMania Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday Night Raw.
Man, I've always wanted to go to a Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, and I really hope it's worth it. I
will say last year's Monday After Raw was a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, it was.
And the year before that wasn't even great. So
kind of blah.
Yeah. So either we're gonna get some really amazing stuff,
or it's gonna be
just man. And my gut is with Triple H fully at the helm. I'm thinking we're gonna see something of interest, like Brock Lesnar making his return.
That's one thing I hope doesn't happen.
There have been rumors of
never been a fan of Brock Lesnar. Never been a fan of Brock Lesnar.
There have been rumors of supposedly conversations happening between AEW and WWE.
Yeah. Apparently this stems from Shane going over there.
Okay, first of all, that was if you look at when what you're talking about came out, that was on April Fool's Day.
No, not the Shane McMahon is AEW. That was before April Fool's Day.
So there were some claims on April Fool's that Shane is working to bring about the Forbidden Door between the two, and that's not true. That was an April Fool's joke. But there have been talks about not opening the Forbidden Door, but allowing, for example, and
that's what they've been
this
doing
hasn't been
TNA.
confirmed or denied yet, but potentially Sting being at the Hall of Fame to induct Lex Luger.
No, DDP is inducted.
Oh, is that finalized?
Yeah.
Okay.
DDP is inducted.
That was something that was still trying to be worked. I guess obviously it didn't happen. So I guess the AEW.
Well, DDP was the one that also gave him the notice that he was going to be inducted.
Actually, no. Cody Rhodes did.
Oh, he was. That's right. He was doing.
It was while he was doing
DDP
yoga.
yoga. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, Cody Rhodes did make that.
So I guess they couldn't end up making it work with TNA, which is unfortunate because I do think it should have been Sting to induct Luger.
Did they have a big rivalry? I don't remember.
No, they had a personal, really good relationship.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't realize that Lex Luger had like just been. I didn't realize he'd been so decimated by what he has.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
Seeing, I mean, he looks like the AKA the narcissist, but yeah, very frail, very weak. It was very interesting. It was very weird to see him in that condition.
And then he went from the narcissist to like basically the new Hogan.
Yeah. After he slammed Yokozuna
on that ship.
Yeah, that was, man. I remember watching that and be like, yeah.
However, he wasn't the first to slam Yoko.
Who was the first?
Hogan.
I don't remember Hogan slamming Yokozuna.
He did.
I don't remember that.
It's just like a lot of people don't remember that Yokozuna was actually a part of the Wild Samoans.
Bullshit.
Oh my gosh. Do your research, man. Yokozuna, that's why Yokozuna is a part of that family. He's not Japanese.
No, I know he's not Japanese, but I know he's a part of the Samoan dynasty, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember him with the Wild Samoans.
Yeah. Look it up.
Mm-hmm. I do remember, yeah, like I remember I do remember when I found out that Yokozuna was a part of that family. I was like, oh, he wasn't Japanese at all?
Mm-mm.
I was a little disappointed, but at the same time, I was like, I didn't really care. Yeah, Yokozuna
what?
No,
I'm looking it up. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You keep
no, Yokozuna was always kind of, he never really talked.
No, he had
Mr. Fuji. And that's the thing. What they need to do with some of these guys that have zero mic skills, if you're going to have zero mic skills, make sure you have somebody that can speak with you.
Yokozuna tag teamed with Owen Hart and Crush. Forgot about those. I'm trying to remember what he was called before, because he was something else before he was called Yokozuna.
Oh. Just look that up. Anyways, but yeah, no, I think but no, and the thing, and also how they did the name changes, I didn't like that.
What are you talking about?
So, like when LA Knight, for example, when LA Knight came over from NXT,
Mm-hmm.
he was under some weird. He was under. What was that? It was. What was his name? Dupree, Max Dupree.
Oh yes.
And I was like, bro, that's LA Knight. Like, what are you doing? And I think that was a Vince McMahon thing, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's why I'm glad Vince McMahon's not involved anymore, just because he started becoming bad for business, bro.
I mean, that's perceptional, right?
I mean, he didn't, like, don't get me wrong, he made WWE what it is, I believe.
Yes, and Yokozuna's real name was Rodney Anoa'i. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
I did meet was it Anoa'i or was it Fatu? I can't remember. I want to say it was Fatu. But I had some people come through my line and their last name was Fatu, and I was like the wrestling fan? And she was like, yes. And I was like, dope. And so but yeah, that was pretty much the extent of that. But because I knew I didn't want to get into all of that. But at the same time, it's always like that is you think about just from the beginning to now, that family is like when Cody Rhodes says wrestling has more than one royal family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, yes, that is 100% true. Like, you need to, I mean, yes, Flairs have been there, but you got to respect the Rhodes family, from Dusty to Dustin, aka Goldust, to Cody. You got to even Brandy for that matter. You got to respect the Anoa'i family. You got like the Wild Samoans, Yokozuna, The Rock, Rocky Johnson. I mean, he's not, but he's part of, still of the tree. Rocky Johnson, you got The Rock, you have Jimmy and Jay, Solo. I don't even know if Tama and Tama and Tongaloa. I don't know if they were part of that. Jacob, like those guys. I mean, like you got.
Don't forget about Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe part of that family?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about that. Yeah, and then you have Ava over there on NXT doing her thing, So I mean, like this family is locked in, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there's many others as well, right? Like, don't forget about the Ortons; they've been around.
Oh yeah, Bob and Randy.
And Randy was technically a third generation.
Oh yeah,
so Bob's father.
Yeah, that's right. I don't remember what his name was.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah,
but,
third generation superstar, right?
Yeah, so there's the DiBiase family.
Well, I mean, that was really. I mean, yeah, Ted. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if we're just going to call out
right
families.
No, but I'm saying, and the Hearts.
What about? Don't forget about IRS's family, right?
Yeah.
The
Rotundas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Barry and Barry went. That was
the Wyndhams.
The Wyndhams. Yeah, you got. Yeah, so I mean, like there are a lot of families, and actually, apparently, I didn't know this. Until I was watching Stephanie's Places. That was apparently what he said that on his way out the door of WWE.
Who said what?
When he said wrestling has more than one royal family.
Mm-hmm.
That was apparently on his way out of WWE.
That was my understanding. That was the last thing he said to Vince before he left.
Yeah. And so that was one. And so I didn't know about that until
Tyra says there is footage odd. Jacob showing respect to Lex Luger at the airport. He loaded up his car when he introduced himself. He pays big respects to legends, even though he is a Fatu.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I mean, that's the thing is a lot of these guys are, a lot of these guys, what they play on TV and who they are in real life,
not the same,
at all. I mean, a lot of them are really nice guys, whatever. Of course, the faces are going to be even more face in public just because they have to be, and it's still, I mean, there's still some kayfabe,
not much
anymore, but there's still some of it involved. So, I mean, but I think absolutely. I mean, look, even still, bro, you got to show respect to the people that came before you, bro. Like Lex Luger, Jacob doing that for Lex Luger, that's just showing, respect to somebody, man. And just helping somebody out in general, being a good human.
I was going to say,
that's just being a
crippled old man regardless.
Just being a good human is... Well, that's good. That's good.
I mean,
that's
you opened the door for a crippled little man today.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Just trying to help out. Being a good human, helping out.
He looked at you cross.
Yeah, I tried to give him a nod. I don't know if that's the thing, but
Well, speaking of the nod, we had a conversation about this today. The black guy nod.
Yeah. What's up?
And you were explaining the ground rules that you don't have to do it, but if you make eye contact, then it's a must.
Absolutely. Tyrus, you can probably back me up on that. It's like if you make eye contact with another brother, you got to be like, what's up? Give him a little head nod. They give you a little head nod, you move on.
I mean, isn't it more questionable? Like, why are you looking at other people? Like, why are you staring other people in the face, waiting for them to look at you?
I'm not staring at other people in the face. It's just literally, it takes just a brief second. It's just like, look,
But again, why are you looking? Why can't you just walk down the street without having to try and lock eyes with other black folk?
It's not perfect, not intentional. It's just, it happens. So, you just make it, you just say what's up.
And Jimmy says that you must open the door for me. And we've got Jam the artist checking in.
Oh, snap.
What's up, Justin? Jam is also known as the exclusive artwork for KaboomCon.
Yeah, man.
He did the KaboomCon 1 cover art and the KaboomCon 2025 cover art when James about to break out the t-shirt.
Boom!
That artwork done by Lawrence Diego Iriarte. This one by Jam the artist. And those shirts will be on sale.
At sale!
This year at KaboomCon.
100%.
Probably. And now we're going to crack open something else to drink. And Justin's giving you a head nod. He's waiting for one in return.
That's right, my bad.
And Tyra says, I call it the universal Negro nod.
Yeah, I respect that.
Ooh. Oh,
Sorry, it's not. It's a soda.
what's wrong, bro?
It's a soda.
Yeah, I don't get it. Because James asked me, he was like, "Yeah, you know, what about white guys? When you guys pass each other, do you do that?" And it's like, no, we generally don't try to lock eyes with one another.
It's not even locking eyes. It's just general acknowledgement of each other. Like I said, it's just like like the dude looked up. I saw him look up, and so I said, "What's up?" He said, "What's up?" And we moved on.
He didn't say anything.
He didn't say he didn't because we didn't have to, we understood what was going on. We basically said, "What's up?" That's what's up.
This was in my can. Thanks.
Sorry, it's the glue from the.
Thanks for that.
No problem.
He's trying to poison me, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the glue from the box. It happens.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't walk down the street and like look left and right to try and find somebody to make eye contact with.
It's not like I'm looking. I'm like, oh. No, I'm just like, I see something. You know, we walking down the street. I saw a brother. He looked at me. I looked at him. We said, "What's up?" We kept on moving on.
Well, why don't you just not look? Why you gotta look?
Why am I looking dead ahead for no reason?
Yeah, walk down the street. Why you gotta look at other people?
Hey, look, I gotta keep my head on a swivel, bro. See what's going on. Make sure you be aware of your surroundings all the time.
I can do that without, needing to lock eyes with you. I know where you are. I don't need to gaze deeply into your eyes. And
if we walking down the street and I see you, I'm gonna definitely be like, "What's up?" Actually, I'll probably yell at you if I saw you coming the other.
I mean,
what's up, bro?
You know me, but
Yeah,
like, dude, today on the bench, you don't know him.
I don't know him.
You didn't have to look at him. You could just walk on by.
He saw me. Like I said, he saw me. I saw him. I said, "What's up?" And he said, "What's up?" And I just kept moving.
And again, no one said anything to be clear.
Nobody said, no words were needed. Because like Tyra said, it's universal. It's the universal Negro knot.
And I asked the question. So if you have the locking of eyes moment, who is required or responsible to give the first nod?
Oh, I mean, sometimes it happens at the same time. Sometimes it'll be like one person does it, so the other person. It's almost kind of like you almost feel obligated.
What if one person does it and the other doesn't, though?
You know what? I can't. I've never really experienced that. Where like, I think somebody did it, and like I did it a little bit late, but it seemed like no hard feelings, no disrespect was given.
So Tyrus is saying that all of this is said in the nod. Hi, how are you? I'm doing well, and yourself? Same here. Have a good day. You too.
Yo, actually, what's really funny is I had do you remember Peanut?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when we were going to Ohlone, we had a whole conversation in Bro.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this guy came through pre-check the other day, and I was talking to my buddy. I was talking to one of my buddies, and I was like, "Bro," and he's like, "Excuse me, what is this? What is this? The meaning of this, bro?" And I was like, "Well, bro can mean a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. Like a bro can be like just the way you say it. Like bro can be like, oh, what's up?" Mm-hmm. And then, or like you could be, or it could be like, I could be like, bro, and he's like, "Oh, you mean like look over there, look at that?" And I was like, "Yeah, you get it." So I was like, so basically, I was saying, so he was like, "What is it? What do you say? What's the meaning of this, bro?" I was like, "That's awesome." But yeah, so bro is one of those things. Like bro can be used in so many different, just the way it's said, the kind of whatever kind of going on can be.
And Jimmy says that that's for the white translation, Tyrus. And Jam would like to see this be a skit.
I think there is one. I'm not gonna lie, I think there is one.
Probably on Key and Peele.
Like just a head nod. I think. Oh, actually, there was a whole episode of Blackish that had to do with the nod. So yeah.
I don't get it.
Hey, it's okay. It's not meant for you. I'll be right back.
And James, that lactose in the beer is finally hitting him.
No, not one over here.
Interesting. He's walking down the highway. Not sure where he's going. I'm hoping he's turning on the AC because it is swampy as heck in here.
Yeah, I got hot. I turned it on.
Yeah, that's what happens in a swamp house like this.
Right.
Creole. Jimmy says, well, there's a scene in Airplane that involves Bro or the head nod. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Man, I'm like glistening.
Whew, that was a good one.
You feel better?
Yeah,
Get that out of your system.
that was a demon in there.
Wow.
Demon trying to escape.
I think it did. Anyways,
Yeah.
so yeah, we've got a lot coming up over the next couple days.
Yeah. Oh, Steven, I know
If you're still
out there, hit me up on Facebook because I think I have your number. I think I still have your number, but it could have changed over the years. So,
You could always send him a message.
That's true. I could, but if he's not on, I'll send him a message later.
How are you going to know? Because if he's not on,
That's
he's
true.
not going to respond.
He's not going to respond. I'll just send him a message on here.
Yes.
That's what I'll do. But if you you happen to be here still, send me a message. I'll send you one as well. But yeah, got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. It's gonna be a fun weekend. Glad you're here, bro.
I am here.
Wow, disrespect. But it's we got a couple more days. Got a few more days. Got a few more events. WrestleMania 41. Here we go. How many WrestleManias have they done?
41. This will be 41.
No, in with New Orleans coming next year.
I think this will be the third in New Orleans.
Because they did. I know they had 30.
Mm-hmm. I think there was one before then.
I thought they had one after that.
I don't know about that.
Anyway.
Nolans.
Yeah. So I don't know if you'd be down, but I was thinking about maybe because I have family out there too. So I was thinking about maybe trying to go to that one.
You want to go to WrestleMania in Nolans?
Because I haven't been I don't think I've ever been to the Superdome.
And Jeff says that Ethel is excited. That'll be his date for the event.
His horse date.
Yeah. Just hope to not have to see them making out anymore. Because
that's gross. Bro, no, he doesn't do that. He loves his dog, yes, but he does not.
He loves his dog.
He does not mouth kiss his dog. That's gross.
He loves his dog.
Jeff, I apologize about the disrespect Mark's showing you right now.
I'm sorry, you're apologizing to the troll?
Yes, I'm apologizing to the troll.
It's not okay for him to get trolled?
I mean,
No, I don't.
I guess you could.
He trolls the heck out of you and Tyrus and me. How is it not okay for us to give it back?
He does troll the hell out of Tyrus, though.
Yes, he does. He constantly references Tyrus as slipping in his own urine and hurting himself.
Yo!
What?
Why are you doing it?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I'm just speaking truth.
Just speaking truth.
These are fact-based things.
Fact-based, yeah. This.
I'm not like making fun of him for it, slipping in his own urine and hurting himself. I am just stating that these are facts of things that happened.
Actually, Tyrus, are you guys like? Oh, thank you, Jeff. Yay! Yeah. Anyways, maybe I don't really need a Yeet shirt. I kind of want one, but at the same time, I don't really need it. So.
Yeah, because you're not going to rock that big old pink shirt.
No, not the pink one, the white one.
Even worse. I can make you a shirt that says Yeet on it if that's what you want.
A homemade Yeet shirt.
Just saying, like, why would you? You're going to get the.
Did you
white
know it's
one.
it's in the dictionary now?
Yeet.
Yeah, it's in the dictionary now.
And what does Yeet mean?
I think it's something about
The definition of Yeet.
Yeah, that's hold on, I got it. Excuse me. A slang term that can be used as a verb or an exclamation to express excitement, approval, or surprise.
Wow.
It can be also used to indicate that you're throwing something especially with force. That's funny. So that's a comic book word at this point. Yeet!
So Lawrence and Diego, if you're out there, or Justin for that matter, Jam the artist, I expect to see yeet utilized in one of our comic books.
The line to get into the WWE Superstore is just 2 hours ago. It was 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Why do we care?
I'm just saying that's from today, apparently.
Okay.
I just saw that. We talked about the Superstore earlier in the show.
Anyways.
So, yeah.
You got anything else fun and or exciting to talk about? Per the normal. All right. Well, this whole time in the top left corner of the screen has been a QR code where you could go and procure your KaboomCon tickets. The Dynamite Pass is selling fast.
Oh, really?
So I cannot stress.
I like that.
Do not wait. They are limited to 200.
Yeah.
It's only $60.
Actually, we had and then the winner, some of the people that won from last year are getting Dynamite passes, so we can't wait to see you guys this year.
Yes,
from the cosplay contest last year.
Yes. But they are moving quickly.
Get them.
I'm surprised because they weren't at all, and all of a sudden, I don't know if people like hit payday or whatever, but they are indeed moving now.
They want to be at KaboomCon too.
And
kick off to Christmas.
Jam says, too bad Oak Bridge is 30 years early for Yeet. Oak Bridge could be the origination story of Yeet.
Oh, that could be.
What
did you say? Yeet?
What is this Yeet?
Yeetlemania? I don't know how I feel about that.
Anyways, so yeah, get your KaboomCon tickets. Do not wait. You can buy one day if that's really what you want. You can get a little sparkler pass for the 2 day.
Why come to one day when you come to two? There's going to be different stuff on both days, and there's prizes to be won on both days.
Yeah, there's going to be raffle prizes both days. There's going to be two different. Well, technically, there's 4 different cosplay contests.
Oh yeah, there's one for the movie screening.
Yep.
There's one at day one. There's one at the Ghouls and
Ghost and Ghouls
Masquerade Ball, and then there's one for KaboomCon Day 2.
Yes.
Well, what's the deal? What's the deal with that?
Indeed. So Daryl is asking if we're going to be making it to Esther's tomorrow. What are you thinking?
Probably not.
All right. So Daryl, if you're watching, go ahead and cancel. I'll message you here as well. But
yeah, probably not. We had Italian, sort of Italian today.
Yes, we didn't have bougie Italian.
Yeah, we had fast food Italian,
and it wasn't even that fast.
It took a minute, but
yeah,
the cone had to go through the little.
They make it fresh.
Yeah, so it was quick-ish.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks for being here with us. Hope you enjoyed the show, and if you didn't, then I'm not sure why you're watching. But we'll be back next week, normal time, Wednesday, 8 p.m. We'll probably be going live here and there this weekend. So
keep a lookout.
Yeah, if you're not following us over on Facebook, you should do that because we will be live at different events and activities. Yeah.
Yeet!
No yeet.